I take it that they weren't too much trouble for you, given that you're standing here. Did you find out why the first was taking over farms? Makes my heart heavy to hear that. There was a time he was a great leader and a hero of the Free Star Collective. It's too bad he threw all of that away. Still, it's hard to escape the feeling you cured the symptom, but not the disease. They were mercenaries, and that means someone hired them. Now they can just hire someone else and pick up where they left off. The whole thing just feels unresolved. A temporary victory at best. Sometimes being a ranger is a thankless job. Anyone who's in it to be loved should find a new line of work. That said, you did good, Deputy. We'll keep an ear to the ground for new developments. While we've got you here, there's one last piece of business to take care of. Emma, would you please?
With pleasure, Marshal. When you first joined us, I told you that you'd undergo an evaluation process. There's one thing left to do. A simple question. Do you feel ready to wear the badge of a full-fledged Free Star Ranger? In that case, I won't hold you back any longer. Marshal, I approve the deputy for advancement to the rank of Ranger.
Thank you, Ranger Wilcox. In your time serving as a deputy, you've shown exceptional courage, fearless tenacity, and a high regard for the safety of our citizens. By the authority granted to me by the Council of Governors, I hereby promote you to the rank of Ranger. Here's your badge. Wear it with pride. But don't forget the solemn responsibility it represents. Raring to go, aren't you? Well, you've earned it. Let's hear it for our new Ranger. Well done. Way to go.
Great job, Ranger!
Congratulations. The promotion's well earned.
Something you need from me?
I'm grateful. Remember, your
Keep up
first
the
duty
good work.
is to protect the people of the Free Star Collective.
That's
What
what
I'm
name?
better than
Annie
Dr.
Wilcox
Swill,
tried to
they'll
arrest.
slap
Can I have a moment of your time?
Back, eh? How's it going?
All I need is a few minutes of your time. Thanks for responding to contact you about your ship's extended warranty. Your warranty coverage has expired or is about to expire. Due to the uncertainty of the political situation in the settled systems, we think now is a great time to renew your ship's warranty protection plan, or purchase a new one if you lack coverage. Sounds like you're interested in hearing more. First, I need to inform you about the warranty claims process as laid out by the United Colonies Arbitration Board. UCAB is not a decision maker and cannot change the outcome of a dispute. Before filing, claimants must submit the following 10 forms of information: complete contact information, make and model of the ship in question, as well as any modifications made to the ship by one of our approved mechanics. Additionally, we require the authorized servicing dealer's contact information, a description of the issues with your component, the resolution you are seeking, monetarily or full replacement, and a signed copy of our information release waiver. Claimants will also need to submit ship logs for the duration the part or parts in question were used, contact information for the 3 previous owners, and our customer satisfaction guarantee waiver. May I continue? It sounds like you're interested in hearing more. We have several tiers of warranty. Please listen closely as terms and conditions may have changed. Our Power Plant Plus plan provides coverage for an essential list of components related to engines, thrusters, and life support systems and starts at only 50,000 credits. Our Diamond Select plan includes everything in the Power Plant Plus plan with the exception of air conditioning and water recycling, as well as defense systems, limited to non-lethals, as well as bow-to-stern shield coverage for 100,000 credits. Our Platinum Elite plan includes everything in the Power Plant Plus plan and the Diamond Select plan, excluding thruster bells but including air conditioning, as well as a personal service agent, and starts at only 200,000 credits. Do any of these plans fit your needs or budget? We also have financing plans with excellent interest rates starting at 18.9%. It sounds like you're not interested in hearing more. That's too bad. We'll continue to reach out to you with additional opportunities. Thank you. Thanks for responding to my hail. Due to the uncertainty of... It sounds like you're First, I need before filing. Additionally, we claimants will... Damaging property of the owning group or its subsidiaries will result in a void of the warranty and an inability to purchase plans in the future. Look alive!
may not be life here, but we should still be cautious.
Hello.
This heat may not be lethal, but it makes it difficult to think about anything else.
wants you to know how much we... Any way we can... Transferring credits now. Can't stay here, gabbing all day.
Jump complete. Bullshit. Ha! They're not jumping out of here.
Just lost their grab drive.
Fancy flying, strange. We weren't expecting so many Varun vessels. Micro wants you to know any way we can repay you. Of course. Thanks again for the help. You take care.
Yo, what's good? I'm just using the Eco Haul ship I bought because it has the most cargo. Vlads.
Landing initiated. Roger flaring.
We'll never grow weary of seeing places like this.
This is pretty.
I would not wish to make too many assumptions about where the credits for all this came from, but it seems that crime does indeed pay.
considered an old jackalbones, scaring the new rooks on the fact that I was still alive. Grimm's laughing reminder that most of them wouldn't make it to my age. Tossing my youth away on gutting haulers for the fleet was one thing, but watching another generation doing the same, knowing where the end was for them, my mind started clocking hours on the point of it all. And that's when the beauty of the Blackest Sea started to catch me for the first time. Humanity's jaunt into the stars could use a friendlier meeting than gun and blade. And who could do better good out there than someone who had seen the darkest edges and lived to tip your ear to the tale?
Any interesting results?
Okay.
I was hoping you'd show up soon.
Someone would end up being stabbed.
Excellent. I'll let Ularu know that we can start moving forward with our negotiations. Now, I think it's time to examine a different set of skills. Nice to see I haven't worn you out yet. Your next assignment is to find the security chief and use some creative thinking to obtain their security keycard. And when I say creative, I don't mean with a weapon. Either look the part and be persuasive, or be quick with your hands. Good luck. I'm sure you'll be able to get that keycard without incident. Just remember, if anything...
I hope I can wrap up this next assignment quick.
There's such a mountain of work. I could really use a hand. But I don't want.
You appear dehydrated.
No loitering. Now move it. Don't even think about trying anything. You lost? Because you don't look like you belong here. Hold it right there. You're under arrest. Why do I always get the dumb ones? 3-star security! No loitering. Now move it.
Expertly. Let us see what was being protected.
Mind your step.
think of security the same way too, but don't let Dalton know I said that. Overall, not bad for a novice. I think you're ready to kick things up a notch, and your timing couldn't be better. We'll soon find out, won't we? This next assignment requires a bit more discretion for 2 reasons. First, you'll be dealing with high-level executives, and second, you'll be in the Astral Lounge here in Neon. The assignment is pretty easy. Our techs failed to uncover a potential deal between Infinity Ltd. And Quantum Synergies. Your job is to make sure that deal fails. It's already been taken care of. All you need to worry about is the job at hand. You'll be speaking with Quantum Synergy's Executive Director Zola Adisa and their Financial Manager Arthur Cruz. I'll be giving you a dossier on both. I strongly suggest you read them for talking points. Just as long as you don't sound like you're reading out of a book. The Infinity Ltd. Rep is Nina Hart. I'll also be giving you an altered version of her presentation to swap out with the original. We've changed several figures, just enough to cause sufficient confusion throughout their meeting. Exactly. And that incompetence will be enough for them to further question this deal. Finally, I recommend dressing appropriately, so I've taken the liberty of having a suit made for you. We need absolute discretion on this one. I don't want any SSNN broadcasts about murder in the Astral Lounge. Got it? I bet you are. Just remember to keep a low profile. Don't let the Astral Lounge distract you too much.
Supply chain disruptions in the shop. System, Mr. Cho.
Seems like the Crimson Fleet.
Can we speak for a moment? Yes?
Your investigation with the Freestar Rangers has come to an end. Are you satisfied with the results? I suppose not. This Ron Hope, supposedly a man of the people, was more concerned with profit than lives. He was not the first, and certainly will not be the last. But you decided to leave him alone. And you weigh their well-being against the lives of the farmers lost in all this? I'm surprised. I do understand there were few easy answers here. You made a decision, and now we should carry on with our mission. Yes, you need me. That is all. Very well.
came dressed to impress. Here on business, or just out to escape? Ah, same here. Nothing like a business trip paid in full, especially when there's good downtime. Ryujin Industries. A good guess since we are here in Neon, but no. Infinity Ltd. Risky, you say? By all means, enlighten me. I beg your pardon. Quantum Synergies is the embodiment of quality. If I had any reason to believe Infinity Ltd was incapable of meeting our standards, we never would have agreed to meet in the first place. While I would normally dismiss such a comment, I would never want Quantum Synergies associated with a statement like that. Perhaps I will have our research team do a bit more digging into their public perception. A surprising conversation, and one I would never expect from someone such as yourself. I suppose the old saying, never judge a book by its cover, is appropriate here. It seems I have quite a bit to reconsider now. So it looks like the pleasure aspect of my trip needs to be postponed. Thank you for the insight.
All these years, and Bayou hasn't let this place slip a single notch. The man knows how to run a business. Well, I take that as a compliment. Coming from someone as well-dressed as yourself. You either got great taste or great connections. Maybe even both. Tell me, you don't happen to work for Infinity Ltd, do you? Got something against Infinity, I take it. I'd love to hear your reasons why. You paint a lovely picture, but you're gonna need to be more detailed than that to persuade me. Ouch! Trying to wound me? No one's in the business of losing money. But that statement does make me question a few things. Look, it was nice meeting you, and I quite enjoyed our little talk. But it sounds like I need to take another look at some data before I head into this presentation of theirs. See you around, and maybe next time I'll be doing business with you.
Ranger?
The effort to make this place livable is astounding. No end what can be accomplished when there are credits to be made. Security cares far more about what you take with you when you leave Neon than what you bring in.
If my shift goes on again,
How are you holding up?
just the person I wanted to see. Well, that wasn't too bad, was it? You're a natural. I'm not just saying that because I hired you. The Astral Lounge can be overwhelming for some, with all its bells and whistles. Tie that in with manipulating people who are the equivalent of their boss's boss, most junior-level ops would start to show their cracks.
Overall, not bad for your first high-profile assignment. You even earned yourself a bonus, which Lyndon was more than happy to give.
It is good that our restraint is appreciated.
Don't tell me you forgot already. Our financial guru? They're brilliant with numbers. Also, if you ever want an honest opinion about anything, just ask them. They're honest to a fault, and often give their opinion on something whether you want it or not. It's well deserved. Just keep making me look good, and there'll be more where that came from. But no rest for the weary at Ryujin. We've got a decent backlog of assignments, and they just keep coming, so I hope you're still good to go. At least this next one will be a break from all the chatter.
Your next assignment is to remind the competitor of their place in the corporate food chain.
Some call it retaliation, but we like to think of it as tough love. Exactly. A very valuable lesson that they will hopefully learn from. Most corporations live and die by public perception. Trusted products lead to a good reputation, which leads to profits. And, like it or not, we're all here for the profits.
Your assignment is to plant an arc device. The arc will allow us to frame our competitor for gross negligence and tank the public's perception.
Nice to see you don't need any extra motivation. Not all of our operatives are thrilled with the idea of these assignments. And I know you've heard this before, but take care to not get caught. We don't want to give any room for authorities to suspect foul play.
Smugglers always like to use Hope-Tech ships to resemble legitimate transports. I wonder how the company feels about that.
I don't want to hear any complaints. Just want to get over these approvals and over.
Please proceed with caution.
Looks like you got a few diplomatic mission stamps in your file. Keep making this set of systems more peaceful. Hold it right there! You're under arrest! Why do I always get the dumb ones? You see security. Looks like you got a few diplomatic mission stamps in your file. Keep making the settled systems a more peaceful place, yeah?
Thanks again for your assistance. I trust you.
Hey there, Gotham. Good work. Now I can let Masako know how much she'll enjoy watching the news tonight. Now, on to the next, right? Oh, but before I forget, the results of your Astral Lounge escapades are in. I'm happy to say that the deal was officially called off. Masako was pretty happy about the results, so she arranged for a small bonus through Linden. It won't buy you a new ship, but it's something.
Glad to hear it.
Why did I have a feeling you'd bring that up? You've still got quite a ways to go, so let's keep it real and get back to basics. You can think of this next assignment as a stepping stone on your way to greatness. In order to stay on top of the market, we have to know what our competition is doing. The next assignment requires a more brute force approach, since the chances of them sharing that information is unlikely. Call it what you want, but it's your job nonetheless. Your target is a prototype schematic for a new engine that Trident Luxury Lines is working on. According to the rumors, it's projected to be 17% more efficient than any engine on the market. The current schematic was sent to their Staryard to begin prototyping, so they could be in the office area or the factory floor. The Trident Staryard orbits Aquila in the Cheyenne system, so you'll still be in Freestar space. I feel bad for whoever gets to inform the executives about the theft of something so valuable. Just remember to keep things clean. The results are more satisfying that way.
but our grav drive's cracked and leaking helium-3. The ship can't jump right now. What's helium? Helium-3 is a stable isotope of helium that is used as fuel for grav drives. What's a grav drive? You know what a grav drive is. Oh, I'm not sure. Class, please, talk quietly. Do you have any extra... Let me see. Mrs. Whitmore, who are you talking to? Is it a pirate? Pirates? What? They are pirates! Oh my god! Oh my god! Everyone, the other captain's just joking. Such a wonderful sense of humor. No, everyone. The driver said ship parts should be sufficient for us to repair our ship. Thank you so much. Stay safe out there. Class, we'll be leaving shortly. Everyone buckle in. Welcome to the Freestar Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. You don't appear to have an appointment, but we welcome walk-ins. Doc, and let's see how Trident Luxury Lines can help you.
Docking. Complete. We're good to go.
Captain, greetings.
Hey there.
Trident Luxury Lines.
If you have any questions about our product line, perhaps I can help. Welcome to Trident Luxury Lines. Well, if you have any questions about our product line, now. If you have your own ship, the Staryards have negotiated a set price with the trade. As a first-time contractor, I am but obvious, depending on your cargo hold size. So what we need? We need a small shipment. Excellent. Let me see your manifest. We'll unload that from...
No offense, but do you belong here?
Did Sarah die? No. I divorced her. This game gets a lot of hate, but they didn't play it or don't like Bethesda. Yeah, or they don't like stars and space.
Take it easy.
I have heard much debate on whether Trident ships are overpriced. I have never flown one myself, so I cannot...
By the authority of the Freestar Collective, stand down. You want to do this the hard way, huh?
No, I will not help you hurt people. I will not help.
Lockpicking, it's not bad. I like it. Yeah, I'm trying to do both Sarah and Andreja.
Succeed at that before we are discovered.
You sure you're in the right place?
Yeah.
Collective, please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. And that's it.
Yeah, I got power. I only have one. The gravity.
Welcome to the Freestar Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. All right, we're done.
Saw that fat person go in the air.
Just the person I wanted to. Please. You're not the type that needs to be babied. If it makes you feel better, consider it a formality. I need to deliver this to Vina so she can start the reverse engineering process, but first, Ulara wants to see you. I've upgraded your security level so you can access the executive floor, where her office is. Tell her assistant Maeve you have an appointment. I won't be far behind, in case you get lost.
Yeah, I like running in third person. I like switching back and forth.
I heard about your run-in with Tomo back
Nice waterfall.
It says something, does it not? That the executives wish to have everyone else physically beneath them?
True. That's how a tower works.
I've got my eye on you.
Can I help you?
Nope.
Name an appointment.
None of your business.
Anything concerning Ularu Chen or Masako Imada is my business. If you have a problem with that, you can speak to HR. So again, name and appointment.
He's with me, Maeve.
Ooh.
We have an appointment with Ularu. She should be expecting us.
Thank you, Imogene. I'll mark you down as confirmed. Ularu's in a meeting with Genevieve, but they should be done any minute now if you want to wait right here.
Thanks, Maeve.
Sooner than I thought. Looks like Ularu's ready now.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
You know, if they aren't willing, that leaves us with only one option.
What is this, the Fire Nation?
Ularu, is that always your response? I don't want another PR mess on my hands.
Yes, Viv, because you're too good at your job. No, we can talk details later. My next appointment's here.
Fine, but you can break this news to Alexis at our next meeting.
Good. You're finally here. The one I've been hearing so much about. I'm Ularu Chen, head of operations here at Ryujin. So tell me, what do you think of you? In that case, it sounds like our initial impression of you is turning out to be quite accurate. Now, my dear Jeannie here says you've been through the basics of what we do and pulled off success every time.
5 successful standard assignments and 1 specialized.
And on top of all that, a flawless record. It's no wonder they love you up here. I happen to have a personal assignment that I'd like to send you on. One that involves meeting up with an outside contact. Jeannie seems to think you're more than capable of handling it.
He's the best operative I've ever hired.
Let's not forget the only operative you've ever hired. Meeting with outside contacts isn't always as straightforward as your past assignments. Some can be fickle or demanding, so you'll need to decide how to handle them and what decisions to make on the fly. That's exactly the type of operative I want. Someone who doesn't take no for an answer. Your contact is Simon Rychek. He claims to have information on a new project that Infinity Ltd is working on. He said it's a game changer that Ryujin would be especially interested in. So his asking price is the big thing to consider. Finance will reimburse up to 1,000 credits. So if you have negotiation skills, use them. Negotiation it is, then. Because losing such a valuable asset is certain to have repercussions. Now, in order to confirm your identity, Simon prefers code phrases. I'll let Jeannie give you the details on this one because the concept is just beneath me.
Simon is into sports, so he enjoys any opportunity to talk about them. At some point, he'll casually say,
Looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year. You get to respond with, Razor Derby is the only real sport. Got it?
Razor Derby is the only real sport. Yes, got it.
Exactly. Just get what we need. You'll find him above the Lux condos in Sidonia's Plaza.
You spoke very highly of this one, Jeannie.
I'm just doing whatever, trying to get Andreja.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
And then I'm gonna get Sarah again.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
I saw online that doing like faction missions are the best. Free star, so I completed all the free star. I'll probably do Constellation after this, whenever this is done. But unless, you know, I complete Andreja's mission, I'm going back to Sarah.
It's interesting to recall that this is where humanity first reached out into the stars.
Mars.
Lost? Or just come to ask an out-of-work miner how his day's going? Only good thing worth talking about these days is sports. Speaking of, looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year. You're damn right it is. I heard they were sending someone new. Nice to see you made it. I have information on a deal being proposed between Infinity Ltd and Deimos Stockyards. It's my belief that your employers would be highly interested in the details. So I'm upping my price. It's steep, yes, but that is why I'm also offering a little side job if you can't pay up.
At least you're being open about the fact that you are gouging us.
For this little tidbit? Believe me, I know exactly what this is worth. I get the feeling you're trying to stiff me. I like the way you think. Perhaps. Alright, I'll lower the price. But that's my final offer. Unless you may prefer the side job now? You're going to like it. As you may guess, being an informant is not without its risks. I've heard there's a merc in Saturn's orbit who'd like to cross my name off her list. Melai Liskova. If you take her out and bring me her gun as proof, I'll consider my fee to be waived.
At least, not without a better reason.
Well then, let's see those credits. As you may... I've heard there's a merc. If you take her... Liskova has a sentimental attachment to that gun. Even named it Ember. It saved her life once or twice. Seems whenever it falls into enemy hands, it has a tendency. On top of that, she's superstitious, which makes the gun... She's a freelance mercenary. But she likes her independence, so she specializes in killing for the right price. So before you get any...
And just like that, we are off to kill this person? If that is the mission.
Good. Malai's ship is called the Datura. Like I said, you can find her in orbit around 7. Just remember to bring the gun back as proof.
Finally.
That's about enough. State your that's more like it. So, tell me what you're doing here. I'll decide whether or not to strip you for salvage. Simon's been trying to kill me for years and failed miserably. So,
I like a lot of content.
talk. So killing me? How about for me killing you? Huh? Don't think I couldn't take you out if I wanted to. Perhaps. But just how do you propose we manage that? Because I intend on staying very much alive. He wants the very thing that protects my life. Of course he does. He knows I would never... All right. You can have Ember. But you'll have to come aboard to get her. You have my word, you won't be harmed. For whatever that's worth.
If you have the time, I wish to speak to you.
Got a minute to chat?
There's something I'd like to
Maybe a few
discuss.
minutes. Probably not hours, though. But no guarantees.
Docking complete. It's so satisfying.
I'm impressed. Simon managed to find someone with guts to come after me. I suppose it shouldn't surprise me that he wants Ember as proof of this. He knows I'd never part with her. Ah. The first time Ember and I met, she was pointed right at me. And then backfired on the gloating bastard who thought he'd won. Ugh. She's saved my life more times than I care to remember. In my line of work, we're always in and out of the fire, if you know what I mean. We were a thing for a while, until the coward sold me out. I'm sure he regrets it, considering I survived the attempt on my life. And now, I live to blackmail him and make his life a living hell. So if Simon told you I wanted him dead, it's a lie. I want him very much alive. And suffering. Oh, will you? You really think I'd let you just waltz onto my ship and I'd hand her over? If you knew anything about me, you'd know honesty isn't my strong suit. The only truth here is that I've intended to kill you since the moment you set foot on my ship. I'm pretty sure I've already made up my mind.
true, I'd hate to misjudge. Okay. Fine. You've compelled me to hold up my end of the deal after all. You get Amber, I'll disappear. Besides, I like to think of this as just a temporary arrangement. She's always found her way back to me before. Why should this time be any different? Oh, don't worry. I see this as some well-needed, dare I say, deserved time off. I'm looking forward to the fresh start. I guess Simon chose wisely. For once. Now get off my ship. I've got an identity to arrange and a vacation to plan.
Just steal her ship. My favorite city so far. You love Neon. Favorite city? Yeah, Neon is good. Not sure. Not sure.
I have been thinking about what we talked about before. The idea of purpose in one's life.
Happy New Year's,
You
Zuve.
agreed with me that true purpose can be a driving force in life. I found that comforting.
I like a pretty city.
But something has
Maybe
been
New Atlantis.
nagging at me since. I have been single-minded in my pursuits. I have always believed the decisions I made were necessary, that there was no other option. I have sacrificed much to be where I am now. And I'm starting to wonder if it has been worth it. I know. I have told you that I am not one to discuss my past. And yet... No, that is not what I am trying to say. I promised to provide for my family. That meant working with smugglers to procure supplies we could not acquire any other way. I have spent my adult life away from my home, jumping from one planet to the next, living in dangerous conditions, often surrounded by violence. This is true, but I have only experienced my own. I was convinced from the beginning that it was unwise to let anyone get too close. I had, maybe not quite friends, but people I cared about. Yet there was always a distance I could not reach across. I often find other people complicated and confusing. It seemed easier to not become attached, especially when circumstances meant I might never see them again, with no warning. And yet here we are. I find we work better together. What I am trying to say is that I now wonder whether it has been the right decision to distance myself from others. I appreciate that more than you know. What is it? Right.
Who's better? What the hell? What? I think this stuff glitched or something. It's like she's not even here.
Do remember that ammunition is not free. Good one. Can't take much more. It's not the best. Curse you. And hit.
Damn, she can pack a punch. Sheesh. I guess this is my ship now. Sidonia.
Ah, Sidonia. I will be finding red dust in my clothing for days after we leave.
Hey, what can I do? You should inspect your ship. Sure, have at it.
Damn, this thing sucks. Star Eagle. Not bad cargo capacity. Looks cool. This has more though.
How are you? Hope nothing bad happens today. Well, I guess I am. The thing is, I get injured on the job a lot. Nothing too serious. I've lost a few fingers and toes and stuff. Well, I have to go see Dr. Flynn a lot for treatment. I'm pretty sure she's annoyed and sick of seeing me. I don't blame her. I've been thinking about writing her a letter of apology, but I have no idea where to even start. I don't want to come across as weird or annoying. No? Oh, I mean, was that too frank? I don't know. I mean, the job pays well, but it's dangerous and hard work. I hurt myself a lot, too. I'm definitely looking forward to my contract being up so I can leave. But I don't really know what I'll do after. Man, this is all so stressful. Oh, yeah. Bye.
who survived the devil herself. Well, either that or you decided to pay her. Wait a minute. You spoke to that lie-weaving terrormorph? You should have just outright killed her. Cool those thrusters. She's lying, I swear. We have a history. A long one. Love, hate, betrayal. It's all in there. I screwed her over one too many times, and she's been out for blood ever since. Blackmail? Ew, I wish. That'd be the least of my worries. Did I ever? These days I take great care when it comes to making enemies. If I'm going to piss someone off, it's with good reason. So, back to business. You got the gun? A world without Malailaskova. It's strange. I always imagined I'd be happy knowing she's gone. Perhaps I've been running so long now that it will just take time for the relief to set in. You know, why don't you keep that gun of hers? I think it's time I left the past behind. Glad someone's feeling a real benefit here. Now back to business matters. The information I have is on a deal for something called Project Dominion. I'm giving you 2 slates. They contain surveillance and interaction data for Stanley McMillan, the Infinity rep, that I obtained myself. I'm also giving you a 3rd slate because you're going to need to download the files on Project Dominion off his computer yourself. Nice doing business with you.
What the hell are you doing in this dump of a city anyway? You draw the short stick.
Butter.
let you go.
One of the earliest shipbuilders, and desperate to remain relevant.
You're done?
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Well, that took longer than expected. I hope whatever information Simon had was worth it. You've got a little spark in you. I like it. Now, let's see if what Mr. Rychek found was worth all the fuss. Give me a moment to run a decryption. Let's see. Got the key, deciphering, and done. Well, well, well. Looks like our friend Simon wasn't joking. This is a sales initiative for Project Dominion. It's not an Infinity Ltd design. It's one of ours. They didn't even bother to scrub the name, meaning someone never thought they'd get caught. Come with me. Masako needs to hear about this.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
I've got my eye on you. Ryujin certainly spared no expense on the executive board.
Hey,
Ularu? What is this about? Who is this?
This is our latest junior operative. I sent him on an assignment to rendezvous with an informant. But here's the real news. Infinity Ltd has gotten their hands on Project Dominion.
Impossible.
Not only that, they're trying to sell it under their own name.
Of course they are. We need fines to investigate this immediately. Since you found this information, I am trusting you to help investigate. You see, Project Dominion is confidential. It requires a high security clearance to even know it exists. If Infinity Ltd has obtained any information on it, that means we have a very well-connected mole within our corporation. Exactly. I want you to go see Dalton Fines, our Chief Security Officer. I'll send him the details. You've brought an enormous security violation to our attention, so I trust your help in any way possible. And thank you. Some operatives may have seized this as an opportunity for extortion. It's good to know your loyalty lies with us. What do you need?
So much for any faith in our security team. Don't screw this up. I've fired people for less.
Don't cause any trouble.
Good, you're here. So, thanks to your work in Sidonia, I'm told someone here has leaked information on Project Dominion to our
Hello.
adversaries at Infinity Ltd. A mole within the company means a failing in my department. We're initiating Security Directive Theta, which means a full sweep of every employee in this building, Masako and myself included. It's certainly a failing, but for now, we're focusing on redemption. Directive Theta has one unique case, and that's Ularu Chen. The directive calls for a specialized programmer known as Nix to investigate her, but he'll need your assistance for an unusual assignment. We don't deal in trust here. Think more in terms of mutual benefit and leverage. And in this case, it's mutual benefit. Nix will be giving you a program to run on Ularu's computer that will pull any data needed to prove her guilty or innocent. Your job is to infiltrate Ryujin Tower as an anonymous outsider in order to run this program completely off the books. This means your keycard will be turned off, and the security guards in the building will consider you to be trespassing. At least one of us is. In the meantime, I'll ensure all non-essential employees, Ularu included, have left the building, claiming routine security maintenance. During that time, I'll be unlocking access to the tower's ventilation system, which you can utilize to help avoid detection. I'm also issuing you a disruptor, which should help in avoiding casualties should a worst-case scenario turn up. It concerns me that you don't know. A disruptor is a non-lethal weapon. Our subsidiary, Arboron, makes an excellent one that I'll be issuing you. It will stun your target, giving you a chance to get away. But you'll only have so much time before the effects wear off.
We will make a concerted effort to avoid direct conflict, as much as possible.
Good. No one can know about this, not even our own guards. So stealth will be of utmost importance. In fact, as much as I appreciate the words of your associate here, you may be better off heading in alone. Any precautions to mitigate risk should be taken. You'll meet Nix at Madame Sauvage's place. He knows Directive Theta has been enacted.
I'm gonna go to the gym now. I'll probably stream later.